So, when my siblings and I were children, yeah, that works. We had a four-wheeler. We'd go drive four-wheeler around the neighborhood and everything like that. And it was this rickety old red four-wheeler that kept wanting to be a three-wheeler. We should have learned our lesson after the first time it lost a wheel. My sister was riding on the back with my brother, and I'm not sure if helmets were involved. I was young enough that I don't quite remember that accident, but the back wheel fell off. Whoops. You know, that's common. That should happen. And my sister broke her leg. So that was the first time the four-wheeler decided it was going to try and be a three-wheeler. And, you know, she didn't die. She just broke her leg. Thank goodness. But years later, my folks were out furniture shopping in Lake Park, you know, and and my sister and I, same sister, decided that we were going to go out and ride the four-wheeler. And at this time, Days of Thunder was really big, you know, like, yeah, I can't even remember the car number. The mellow yellow car and Nicole Kidman, Tom Cruise, all that jazz. And yeah, exactly. And so my family took all these black helmets that we had and spray painted them orange. And we had our racing numbers and our this and our that. All these great helmets that you think you should use. But we didn't, because our parents were out furniture shopping. So we're driving around, and we lived in a development where it was our circle connected with another circle. Okay. And not really that big of a deal. We were on the neighbor's circle driving around. We were going fast around the corner, something like that. It wasn't anything outside of the four-wheeler's ability. It was a paved road. It should have been doing fine, but the front driver's side... Wait, a four-wheeler it's all driver's side. The front... There's no passenger side. The front right wheel fell off, and we were going fast enough on a curve that I was quite young. I was probably around 8 or 9, so all of this is not quite clear to me, but we started rolling, and I got thrown off the four-wheeler into the ditch, thankfully, and my sister actually rolled with the four-wheeler, and she had a huge gouge taken out of her back from the road, and like road rash on her face, and I had stitches. My first stitches, no, that's not my first stitches, but one of the most important, they're cross-shaped. Yeah, okay, I don't know. I got stitches from it, and I had no idea what happened. I'm sitting there, like, in a ditch, kind of looking up, going, why am I not on the four-wheeler anymore, and where is my sister? And, you know, I don't even remember getting up or any of this stuff, but my neighbor comes out, and he's a first responder for the Roers ambulance, because we live just south of Fargo. And so he calls the ambulance real quick, and they come out there, and they can't get hold of our parents, because this is before cell phones were really a thing. And, of course, they're in Lake Park, you know. And so we have to wait for my parents to get home, because the Roers ambulance refuses to transport 2 minors to Fargo until our parents are there. It's the smartest thing I've ever heard. So I'm surprisingly not that badly injured. I probably have brain damage. Woohoo! But my sister's actually not doing so well, and so they end up taking her on the stretcher, and I got the back brace or something. I didn't get to ride on the stretcher. I was kind of bummed about it, actually. But my sister ended up having to go into the hospital, and she had a couple stitches and things like that. But surprisingly, all things considered, the fact that neither of us had helmets and she rolled with the four-wheeler and all that stuff, both of us turned out pretty okay. I mean, we're both smartish now. And yeah, we made local headlines in newspapers. 2 kids, da, da, da. It was my first newspaper cutout, and that was the first time I damn near died.